Let's get straight to the point. Number 8. Your brain is literally shrinking. Think your brain is a permanent, solid organ that stays the same no matter how much reality TV you watch? Think again. When you're dealing with long-term depression, your brain decides to pull a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but without the fun adventure. Specifically, your hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memories and emotions, starts losing volume. It's like your brain is trying to delete the system files because it's tired of running the Sadness 2.0 update. Scientists found that chronic stress from depression floods your system with cortisol, which is basically toxic waste for your neural connections. This hormone is so dramatic that it actually thwarts the growth of new neurons. So, if you're wondering why you can't remember where you put your keys or what you did last Tuesday, it's not just brain fog. It's your hippocampus physically getting smaller, like a wool sweater you accidentally put in the dryer. Your brain is basically throwing away its own hardware because it's too overwhelmed by the software glitches of your mood. It's not just a mindset issue, it's a literal architectural renovation that nobody asked for. Number 7. The heart of sad matter. If you thought depression only lived in your head, your heart has some very loud, very rhythmic bad news for you. Dealing with chronic depression is like forcing your heart to run a marathon while wearing lead shoes and breathing through a straw. It turns out, depression and heart disease are basically the toxic couple of the medical world. They just can't stay away from each other. When you're depressed, your body stays in a constant state of fight or flight, pumping out adrenaline like it's a discounted energy drink at a gas station. This keeps your heart rate high and your blood pressure climbing, making your arteries stiffer than a teenager's posture at a fancy dinner. Over time, this chronic stress causes inflammation, which is basically your immune system throwing a tantrum inside your veins. This inflammation leads to plaque buildup, which is just a fancy way of saying your blood vessels are getting clogged like a dorm shower drain. Long-term, you're looking at a significantly higher risk of heart attacks and strokes. Your heart isn't just heavy with emotion, it's actually struggling to pump through the biological mess your mood is making. It's a literal heartbreak, but with much more expensive medical bills. Number 6. Your stomach is a sensitive artist. Ever wonder why gut feelings are so intense? It's because your stomach is basically a second brain, but with much more dramatic flair. When you're depressed, the communication line between your head and your gut, known as the brain-gut axis, becomes a total disaster zone. Depression messes with your serotonin levels, and get this, about 95% of your body's serotonin is actually produced in your gut. So, when your brain is low on the happy chemicals, your digestive system starts acting like a disgruntled employee on a Monday morning. We're talking about nausea, cramping, and the kind of bloating that makes you look like you swallowed a basketball. It's not just that you're comfort eating or skipping meals, your brain is literally sending signals that slow down or speed up your digestion at random. This can lead to chronic conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, which is basically your intestines protesting your mental state. Your gut bacteria, or microbiome, also goes into a tailspin, killing off the good guys and letting the bad bacteria throw a party. It's like your stomach is trying to digest your sadness, but it's finding out that despair is surprisingly high in calories and very hard to process. Number 5. The Everything Hurts Mystery Tour. Ever woken up feeling like you were hit by a bus, but you haven't actually left your bed in 3 days? Welcome to the Everything Hurts Mystery Tour, a mandatory excursion provided by chronic depression. It turns out your brain's ability to process pain is directly tied to the same chemicals that regulate your mood, serotonin and norepinephrine. When these neurotransmitters go on strike because you're depressed, your body's internal mute button for physical discomfort basically breaks off. Suddenly, your brain starts interpreting normal, everyday signals from your nerves as a full-blown emergency. That random backache or those stiff joints aren't just because you're getting older or slept weird. It's because your nervous system has become a hypersensitive drama queen.
Studies show that people with depression actually experience a lower pain threshold, meaning things that shouldn't hurt actually feel like a medieval torture device. It's like your brain is so bored of being sad that it decides to spice things up by inventing physical agony. You aren't just tired, your body is literally echoing the mental exhaustion through your muscles. It's a fun little feedback loop where the more it hurts, the sadder you get, and the sadder you get, the more your knees feel like they're made of rusty hinges and spite.
Number 4. Your immune system is quiet quitting. Ever notice how when life gets heavy, you suddenly catch every cold and mystery sniffle within a 5-mile radius? That's because your immune system has decided to quiet quit. When you're depressed, your body is perpetually marinating in stress hormones like cortisol. Normally, cortisol helps regulate inflammation, but when it's constantly flowing, your white blood cells, the bouncers of your body, start ignoring the signal. It's like a security guard on a double shift for 3 years. Eventually, they stop checking IDs at the door. Scientists have found that depression significantly weakens your T-cell response, which are the specialized cells that hunt down viruses. This means you're not just feeling blah, you're actually a wide-open playground for pathogens. Even simple wounds take longer to heal because your body's repair crew is too busy dealing with the emotional fire to fix a paper cut. Your immune system basically becomes as effective as a screen door on a submarine. Long-term, this chronic inflammation can lead to autoimmune issues, where your body gets so confused it starts attacking itself. It's not just all in your head. Your white blood cells are literally throwing in the towel. Number 3. The Sleeping Beauty curse, but worse. You'd think being mentally exhausted would mean you'd sleep like a log, but depression loves a good paradox. It messes with your circadian rhythm so badly that your body forgets how to tell time. You're either stuck in the big nap where you sleep for 12 hours and still feel like a zombie, or you're staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. contemplating every awkward thing you said in 2014. This isn't just about being tired, it's about a total breakdown of your sleep architecture. Depression often suppresses REM sleep, the stage where your brain does its emotional laundry and processes memories. Without it, your brain stays dirty, leaving you irritable and cognitively sluggish. Furthermore, the lack of quality sleep triggers a spike in ghrelin, the hormone that tells you you're hungry, and a drop in leptin, which tells you you're full. So while you're lying awake being sad, your body is also tricking you into wanting a 2 a.m. cheeseburger. Long-term sleep deprivation from depression is basically a slow-motion car crash for your metabolism and your focus. Your body's internal clock isn't just running slow, it's basically smashed on the floor while your brain tries to figure out if it's Tuesday or the year 1995. Number 2. Your metabolism is ghosting you. If you've noticed your genes getting tighter or your energy levels hitting rock bottom, don't just blame the pizza. Depression is a master at sabotaging your metabolism. When your brain is stuck in a loop of despair, it messes with your insulin sensitivity. Insulin is the hormone that tells your cells to take in sugar for energy, but depression makes your cells act like they've blocked your number. This insulin resistance means your blood sugar stays high, and your body decides the best place to put that extra energy is right in your belly fat. We call this the stress gut, and it's not just an aesthetic issue, it's a metabolic disaster. Long-term, this chemical chaos can lead to type 2 diabetes, even if you aren't living on a diet of pure frosting. Your body's thyroid, the thermostat of your metabolism, also starts acting up, slowing your calorie burning process to a snail's pace. You're essentially running on low battery mode, but without the benefit of actually saving any power. It's like your body is preparing for a famine that isn't coming, hoarding fat and refusing to burn fuel while you're too exhausted to even walk to the mailbox. Your metabolism hasn't just slowed down, it's basically moved to a private island and stopped answering your calls. Number 1. You're aging in fast forward. Ever looked in the mirror and wondered why you look like a weathered pirate, even though you're only 25? Well, depression isn't just making you feel old, it's actually shortening your biological clock.
Inside every one of your cells, there are these little protective caps on the ends of your DNA called telomeres. Think of them like the plastic tips on shoelaces that keep them from fraying. Every time a cell divides, these caps get a little shorter. When they get too short, the cell dies. Researchers have found that the chronic stress of depression is like taking a pair of scissors to these caps. People with severe depression often have telomeres that are significantly shorter than their happy peers, effectively adding years or even a decade to their biological age. It's like your body is a smartphone battery that's lost its ability to hold a charge. You're not just tired, you're literally fraying at a molecular level. This cellular decay increases your risk for everything from cancer to dementia, proving that sadness is the ultimate aging cream that nobody asked for. Your DNA is basically throwing in the towel because it's tired of the constant emotional turbulence.
Look, your body is going through a lot, but you don't have to fight this solo. If any of this sounded familiar, please reach out to a professional. There's no shame in getting your brain some tech support. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We post videos every day to explain the weirdest stuff. Stay cool and take care of yourselves.